Good morning and welcome to Waking Up with Don. I'm here at Diver's Den on Panama City Beach, and I'm going to visit Clay and see if I can get something checked off my bucket list that's been bothering me for a long time. Hi, Clay.
Hi, Don. Welcome to Diver's Den.
Hey, thanks for being here and letting me get a peek behind the scenes here. You know, I've heard about Diver's Den for many years, particularly their Parker location, because when I was active duty Air Force, I had a lot of friends that would go there to learn how to dive. It's one thing I always wanted to do. And do you find people like that coming in here a lot, saying, "Hey, something I want to do"?
Yeah, we do. There's a lot of people that
like old guys like
have
me,
a bucket list. Yeah,
Yeah.
in their 50s and 60s. We train quite a few every year, and it's easy.
Yeah,
It's not a problem at all. Most all of them make it.
So you get young people, right?
We get very young people. We start at
Yeah.
10 years old now. Majority of our people are probably 16 to 25, and then we have a small gap that skips, and we go up to the older people.
Isn't that something? So
It's
male, female, young, old.
Doesn't matter families. It's a big deal with families now.
Oh, no
we
kidding.
do the whole family at one time.
Is it a real expensive thing to do?
It's not very expensive right now. The
Because
price
I think it's kind of intimidating when people see all the gear that you've got to have to do it safely.
It's not. Anywhere you go in the world, you can rent dive gear. But personal gear, you buy your whole setup for less than $1,000. And you can spend more if you want. You can go up to.
Sure, I
The
guess
average person probably spends around $1,500, $1,800 on their
And the
gear.
sky's the limit, I guess, with almost any hobby you have.
It is. There's different colors, gadgets, how technical you want it to go.
Yeah. But for under $1,000, you can have yourself some gear that'll give you years of fun, right?
Years, yeah. Some of it, we still have gear we're servicing that's over 20 years old. Some
Isn't
of
that
the Aqualung stuff is just still going. They still make parts for it. Take care of your gear, it'll last you a lifetime.
And we talked about diving. Is it really for everyone, or are there some people who shouldn't dive?
Anybody that wants to dive, if they're physically fit to dive, can. When I say, some people that have medical issues can't
Yeah,
dive,
if you have
but-
like a heart problem or
Yes.
something like that, maybe that's not the thing.
But
for you,
anybody that
right?
really wants to dive, they can dive.
But if you're a relatively healthy guy or gal, you could do it, right?
Absolutely.
Even an old fat guy like me?
Absolutely.
Hey, maybe you can show me around a little bit, and we can see what you guys have here and what I would have to go through to become a diver, or at least have some fun with you guys. We got to run off to a commercial break, and then you can show me around. How's about that?
No problem.
All right, you're watching Waking Up with Don, and we're going to go to your local weather, brought to you by the West Pittman Law Firm. westpittmanlawfirm.com. Welcome back to the show. I'm here with Clay Galbraith, and I'm at Diver's Den on Thomas Drive here on Panama City Beach, and he's going to tell me what I need to dive and to be safe. Now, I came in the door, you greeted me nicely, and I'm like, "Hey, Clay, I want to get this off my bucket list. What do I need to dive?"
Well,
I
you
see
don't need masks and snorkel. So you see we have a large selection of masks. We pick out the mask that you like, that fits your face well. Snorkel, obviously there's several different kinds of snorkels, but it's whatever you like for snorkel. And you would probably like these good pink ones down here. That's a good color for you.
How'd you know?
Fins are the same way. See, we have pink fins for you there too. So
I'm gonna have to wear
this
those,
is gonna work out good for you.
Really nice. Hey, I'm in touch with my feminine side. I can wear pink fins, but seriously, I can't come in and just say, "Oh, I really like that pink one," or "I really like this mask because it looks cool." You're going to help me make a smart selection.
We're going to try the mask on. We're going to find what fits your face, what seals to your face, and is comfortable for you to wear.
Because everybody's different, right? Everybody's head is shaped different. And
then there are different colors in a lot of these, so color's secondary, but on a mask, you really want it to fit and seal up so you're comfortable underwater.
So it's all about fit and it's all about comfort.
That's right. That's right.
And fit and comfort, I guess, translates into safety when you're out there in the water.
Exactly. On your fins, it's kind of the same thing. These fins, you see all these different styles. Different people kick different ways. So you have, if you're going to snorkel, you have a soft fin. If you're really athletic, you may have a really stiff or a longer blade because you can go faster, chase fish. So the fins are kind of fit to what you're going to do and your kick style.
A lot of different configurations here.
There are a lot of them.
I mean, this one's kind of cool looking, and this one's, gee whiz, you can get mistaken for some sort of seal or something wearing that.
Yeah, and they're made for little short kicks. These are kind of a hybrid. They do both. They'll move part of the ways and they catch the stops, and it becomes stiffer. So it's a hybrid fin. You have the free dive fins down here. The free divers that are long, where you can really move fast.
And free diving, those are the guys that go down without the benefit of any kind of
Yes.
compressed air or anything.
But a lot of spear fishermen, scuba spear fishermen, are wearing those now because they can actually pursue the fish better. So you actually use those to be able to sneak up on the fish and chase the fish.
Yeah, I've actually seen that in action, I think, when
Yeah.
I was down in Cuba. Hey, why don't you show me around a little more, see what else we got.
All right, let's walk over the other side.
So, Clay, what's all this stuff here?
These are buoyancy control devices, or BCs. We have a large selection, different styles. Different people want to wear a different kind. You have some that the whole thing inflates. You have some that just the back inflates.
So just because I'm like a dumb guy here, what does this do for me? Is this going to save my life somehow, or what's it do?
What this does is, as you go up and down the column, you become lighter, or you float, or you sink. So you can actually add air to these and keep yourself neutral in the water. And when you get to the surface, you can add air and you float around as long as you want to float around on the surface.
Just like a fish does with their own bladder.
That's right. You let the air out and you go down. So it is a controllable bladder to keep you balanced in the water.
Yeah, so wherever I want to be. Want to go up, I can dial it up, or I can dial it down.
And you can go down.
Okay, now I need to try one on, I guess. I need to select one. But so they come in sizes, I suppose?
They do come in sizes.
Okay.
Some of them 3 sizes, some of them 5 sizes. So there's you can always find a size or a style that you like.
And again, you'll help me fit myself.
Absolutely.
So I'm getting it right, because I may say, hey man, I like this one with the green on it, but it may not be right for me. It may be too big. You don't want to slip out of it.
That's right. It's got to be comfortable and fit your needs.
Hey, you think I could try one on?
Yeah.
Do you have husky boys?
We might have a husky boy for you. There's a medium large. Let's try this one on.
Okay, let's try medium. So I just put this on like any vest, right?
Yeah. Any vest, and then it inside strap goes first.
I see a little Velcro jobber here.
And then the outside one snaps.
All right.
And then you are.
That's it. That's all I need to do. And I suppose there's a little adjustment that goes on over here.
It's got adjustments there. It's got a cross strap comes across here. You hook up.
Yeah, we'll have to let that out for my massive pecs, but yeah, it feels quite comfortable too.
We add a tank to that and a rig, and you're ready to go dive.
All right, Clay, I think I'm ready to go. And we'll be right back after your Max Biz tip from Zenobia.
Zenobia Andrews here, your business system strategist, and I am delighted to be bringing you your Max Biz tip for today. Now, our topic for today is procrastination and what it does to your potential. Procrastination and what it does to your potential. What is procrastination? Procrastination is forcing you to put things off that you need to do now. Delaying things, important things that you're responsible for and you're accountable for. Now, what are the effects of procrastination? Number one, it burns you out. It makes you feel like you have so much of anxiety and overload. And also it makes you feel lazy and unmotivated to do the things that you're accountable to do in your business, in your relationships. Procrastination has a way of affecting all of these different areas of your life. But I'm here to share with you that your potential is only as great as your will to fight off procrastination when she comes knocking on your door. So your potential is your power to overcome procrastination. And I'm here to tell you that you can do it. And the key to it is having that mindset of being a non-procrastinator. We don't have time for that rush waiting to the last minute anymore, my friend. Today is your day to activate, to move now in what you're supposed to be doing in your business, in your relationships, as you're accountable in your life. Listen, I'm Zenobia Andrews, your business system strategist, and I am here to support you. You can reach me at www.zenobiaandrews.com. And if you follow me on social media, hey, I will definitely follow you back. Let's continue to press towards the max.
Welcome back to the show. I'm here with David Powell from Innovations Credit Union. Welcome to the show, David.
Oh, thanks for having me, Don.
Welcome back, I actually
should
say.
Yeah.
So what's going on at the credit union nowadays?
Well, we've been very busy lately, Don. We have had a huge influx of both businesses coming in to open checking accounts and businesses coming in asking for loans of all sizes. I had a request yesterday for $10,000, and I also have a request for $500,000, and I have several in between. So we're seeing a lot of activity picking up, people buying office buildings, people refinancing investment property, people needing checking accounts for their small business.
Are there
So a
new
lot of
businesses
activities.
coming in, or is it established businesses, or just a good mix of both?
I will tell you, I get a lot of phone calls of folks that have jobs that they've been in for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and they have some idea and they want to start up a little business on the side, and so they'll often call up and say, hey, what do I need to do to start a business, to get a little checking account, and we'll provide advice on how to go through those steps. Filing the appropriate paperwork with the state, getting a tax ID number, opening up a checking account.
Oh, so you'll do all that?
And we do that. And then
wow.
we
Okay.
also refer a lot of small businesses for things like business plans and some financial advice to go to the Small Business Development Center over at Gulf Coast College. Those folks over there do fine work, very qualified to help small businesses with startup questions, with, like I said, with business plans and advice like that. And that's in the new ATC building at Gulf Coast.
I actually reached out to them at one point too.
I'll tell you, their
Yeah.
services are free to the public, and it's a little known thing. A lot of people don't know about it, but they've got very experienced, I call them business counselors, to help the small business person with those kind of startup questions and business plans. So I would encourage any small business to go there. I send probably a person every other week over to the Small Business Development Center for that kind of thing.
And you could just Google that up, right?
You can Google Small Business Development Center, Panama City, and it'll show you. But again, it's in the new ATC building at Gulf Coast, very accessible. And so we have a lot of activity about that. So to answer your question, it's a combination of people with existing jobs having an idea and wanting to do something new or different.
I'm familiar with that syndrome. Yes.
Yeah. And there are a few just general startups where somebody has quit their job or retired and has something that they want to do that's small on the side to kind of make extra money. But I'm seeing a lot of activity, a lot of phone calls in that regard. And then in the borrowing world right now, in the commercial loan side specifically, a lot of folks are taking advantage still of low rates where they have loans maturing at some of the big banks, and it turns out our rates on commercial loans in a lot of cases are a little better than some of the big banks. And so word's kind of getting around that Innovations has got some money to lend on the commercial side, and it's very competitive. And so as folks have these loans that are renewing, they're finding us, calling us, saying, hey, what can I do? What kind of rate can I get? What kind of terms can I get? So we've got a pretty big pipeline right now of commercial loans on commercial real estate.
That's great. And I'll tell you, the selling point for me was the free business checking.
I tell you,
That was huge for me. I mean, it's only like $10 a month at other places, but that's $10.
For a
that's
small business guy, $10 a month is
$10 is $10.
You know, that's things you could buy some other things with, or product, or do things with. So we do provide free checking for any business that shows up, and as you know, that free checking also comes with a free debit card and free internet banking. So we don't pay, or we don't charge you a fee to use our internet banking and bill payment service. So it's really a good deal for a small business person to come, and we got some convenient branches. You know, we got 6 branches in Bay County.
I know it.
So all the way from the west end of the beach, Thomas Drive, downtown,
We're
Callaway,
right across the street
Lynn Haven,
from the studio here,
right
too.
across the street from
Yeah.
your studio. So we got some great branch coverage in Bay County for small businesses for sure.
Do you think this busy period for you is indicative of an uptick in the local economy?
I think a little bit is uptick. I think the reason we're busy is a couple of reasons. Number one, I think that we are starting to see some activity and some real estate purchases and movement. We're starting to see, I think, consumer confidence come back a little bit, where people aren't quite as afraid to step out there and maybe start their own little business, or at least get the ideas going and flowing and seeking information and preparing. So I think the economy is part of it, consumer confidence is part of it, and then at Innovations specifically, I think part of it is that we've just launched a massive advertising campaign to try to stir up interest and let people know that we do things like have small business checking accounts for free, and we do make small business and commercial loans. So I think combination of all that stuff is really got me very busy these days.
Well, advertising works, and I'm
It
happy
sure
to say
does.
that.
It sure does.
David Powell from Innovations Credit Union, thanks so much for coming back on the show and
welcome.
getting us smart on what's going on there at Innovations. And we'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back to the show. I'm here with Clay, and he's going to show me what it feels like to have this whole apparatus on my back.
Yeah.
Clay, so
Very similar. It's like putting on a jacket.
just like
You
we had
slide
the
your
vest
arms
on
through.
before. And you're telling me this is going to be pretty light, huh?
Yeah.
Whoa, man! No, it's actually okay. Oh, it's not bad at all, actually. And it probably gets a lot lighter once you're in the water, right?
That one just pulls over, snaps.
Oh, I'm looking for a Velcro thing. All right, my little girdle is gone now. All right, and this thing here, and oh man, I'm ready to
We'll have
go.
to get a bigger size for you, maybe. I don't know.
I know it. I'm busting out of this thing.
And now you actually have your breathing regulator here.
All right, this is my buoyancy compensator, or whatever that's called here, the BC.
And an octo. It's your spare one.
Okay.
You're ready to go diving now.
All right, man. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you show me around a little bit, and I know you got a classroom back there too. I'd like to get a peek in there, and maybe you can tell me what goes on
we'll
over
go
there.
to the classroom and
right.
show some of the options we have.
All right. Well,
Let's
help
get
me
that back off of you.
Yeah, help me get out of this thing, will you? So Clay, this is a really cool spear gun that you got here. How do we use it? Oh, you're over there. I'm sorry. Hey, Clay, you got so much cool stuff in this store. I mean, these spear guns, they just caught my eye right away. I mean, this is a no-kidding hunting rifle, I suppose, for people who go underwater.
Yeah, those are custom-made spear guns by Koa. They are the upper side. They are excellent guns.
Wow, now that's not anything you would recommend I get right away. This is for a more experienced diver, I suppose, huh?
Yeah, more experienced divers, but the gun, you can choose the gun you want. They range greatly in price and different styles of shooting, but yeah. Soon after you learn how to dive, you start shooting fish.
Well, I got to tell you, there's a little something for everybody here. I mean, you've got everything you could possibly want if you're a diver in this store. Now, what I'd also like to be able to do is, I want to learn how to do it. But maybe after this break, you can show me, how I can get started in the classes I need to take.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back to the show. I'm here at Diver's Den, and I'm in the classroom with Clay here. And Clay, I guess this is a 3-day class I need to take to get certified, right? I mean,
That's right.
3 full days.
3 full days. With the online version, it's 3 about 8-hour days. You diving the whole time. Once you on the line, you start diving as soon as you get here.
So it's a pretty intensive course, it sounds like. But
It is. It's a lot of fun, though.
Oh, I know it is. But what if I'm not sure I want to do it? What if I just want to try out scuba diving before I commit to taking the course and buying all these
We
things?
have a Discover Scuba course. It is approximately a 4-hour course. You do a little bit of classroom. You go out to the state park and do about a 30-minute dive to around 20 feet deep, and you can just really see if you like to do it or not.
All right, so me as a total amateur can come in and say, hey, I want to do a Discover dive. I want to see if I like this thing, and you can kind of give me a little orientation.
Just do it for one short day. You can either do it if you're not even planning on diving. You can do it as an excursion, just to experience diving one time. Tourists do it.
Well, that sounds like something I want to do. You
It
think
is
you
a
can
lot
take
of
me
fun.
out there?
We can do that.
All right, let's go, man.
All right.
I'm ready.